So today I'm going to show you how to make buttermilk pie, which is one of my absolute favorite desserts. It's our family tradition that we have buttermilk pie every year on Thanksgiving. If we didn't have buttermilk pie on Thanksgiving, I would think something was majorly wrong. So one tip I wanted to share with you is when you're baking or cooking, you want to have everything measured out before you start cooking. That way you're not caught off guard in the middle of a recipe when something's already started. So today we just have a few ingredients to make this pie. We've got flour, sugar, buttermilk, butter, eggs, vanilla extract, and just for the ease of things, I'm using a pre-made pie crust today. For this recipe, I'm just using the Pillsbury pie crust because I think they're just really easy to use. You can also use the frozen pie crust. And as you can see, I've got it in my pie dish, and you just want to push it down, kind of push it into the corners of the dish. And in the recipe, it tells me to microwave it for 3 minutes. So whether you're using the rollout pie crust, homemade pie crust, or frozen pie crust, you want to go ahead and microwave it for 3 minutes. So now that I have everything measured out, it's time to mix it. I use my KitchenAid mixer all the time when I'm baking. You can use a handheld mixer, and I'm sure you could just mix it in a bowl too, but I highly recommend the KitchenAid mixer just for the ease of things. If you haven't done much baking before, it's just important to know that you have to be really specific when you're measuring stuff out. When you're cooking, you don't have to be that way as much. You can just do it to your taste. But when you're baking, it's really important just to stick specifically to the recipe. Even measuring things out on a scale is probably gonna be your best bet. The first thing I'm gonna add is the sugar. So it's 1.5 cups of sugar that I've measured out here. And next is 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix those. The next thing I'm gonna add is 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick, and it's melted. So one tip that I have when you're melting butter in the microwave, you can't add too much time all at once because it can actually start to pop and kind of blow up in the microwave. So heat it up in the microwave for little spurts at a time until it's totally melted. And I just added in the butter, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing that. While I'm mixing it, I'm gonna add in the buttermilk, which is 1 cup. I've got that mixing, and now I'm gonna add in 2 eggs. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. As you can see, we're just mixing this with the mixer until it's smooth consistency. Now everything that we've just mixed, we're just pouring into the pie crust. Super easy. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and you're gonna bake it for 1 hour. You can test it by sticking a knife in it, and if it's still goopy when you pull it out, you know it needs a little bit more time. It should be kind of golden brown on the top. It should smell amazing. Okay, so here's the pie. So I just took this out of the oven. It was in for a little over an hour. It looks amazing. It smells so good. I can't wait to cut into it. I'm gonna let it cool off probably for at least an hour until I cut into it.